The countryside smells of farts and sliths and orangutans. Wanker. I can drive faster, but you're still driving a bird's car. That's better. I'm escaping from the city for the afternoon just to get out and, well, go visit the owl pair, but also get an owl spin in. And it's good to be back on these roads again. I haven't been outside the city on the bike in a while, so this is decent. And you really do have to sort of keep up the skills. I find that riding on roads like this is very different, and I'm awful rusty in terms of taking corners properly and getting your line right and getting the acceleration and braking right. And I often wonder if folks who sort of learned on bikes in the city and only really do city riding, if they're at a disadvantage. I mean, clearly they kind of are, but both in terms of technique and also what you might colloquially refer to as bottle. And there's a good example of that just there, where I could have taken that corner an awful lot quicker, but I'm like, you know, I'm kind of taking a real handy around these corners now. I'm not a fast motor bicyclist by any stretch of the imagination, but I kind of find myself being a lot more cautious, given that it's the first time I've been back out on roads like this. And so I think I should probably, you know, make a point of getting out on some sort of smaller country roads like this just to keep in practice. It's you know, because it's not stupid boring for folks on the channel to watch, but also just to keep in practice and to improve, as hopefully we all are improving. I guess it kind of applies to what are you up to? I guess it kind of applies to folks who are only doing country riding to ride in the city. Because I'm in the city at the moment, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I find city riding to be not really all that stressful. You know, I know some people who, like, they drive and they ride bikes, and they find it very stressful, sort of, not even the traffic thing, but just there's a load of other cars around, and there's a load of obstacles, and there's a load of things to sort of do to keep yourself out of mischief and harm's way. And I'm kind of the opposite. I prefer being in the city. I mean, it's slower speeds. I know it doesn't really matter. Above a certain speed, you're fucked anyway. I just find it's a lot handier and easier. And I kind of understand why people, when they're going on bigger tours, they stay off the big roads and the motorways and all that sort of stuff, because they're boring. But also, I don't feel as confident on sort of big roads like this as I do in the city. And I guess some people are the opposite. They get stressed out by you know, lots of cars being around, or, you know, lots of obstacles and things to consider and all that. But I think that's, you know, I'm fine with that. But I've been driving for a long time, so not as big a deal. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Look at all those gaffs. Wouldn't you like to live out the arse end of Maynooth? Ooh, solar panels, very fancy. Man, man, man. This is why you wouldn't want to live out the arse end of Maynooth, because it's a fucking car park. It's like Saturday afternoon and it's still a fucking car park. Knacker cosplay. It's like rich kids dressing like knackers. The worst thing that's ever happened to you is fucking, you got kicked out of Gael Talk for speaking English.